Motherfucker act like it's 4th of July, man. Why would we had a big stupid ass light like that? Nah, babe. Hold up. Like that back there, hoe. I should be straight, but I feel like my mama, she need to get, like, her gate closed for good. And that'll make more sense. My good people, what's good? My good people, what's good? Like, I'm telling y'all, like, when I be back in my element, I be back to that nigga, like, I really having my way in my soul. Just knowing, like, though, that I'm back in my energy and, you know, it be testing. It be testy. Energy be real testy. As in, like, hold on, y'all. I just heard some shit, but fuck it. That's exactly why I wanted to do this shit, bro. Cause my goddamn legs is hurting. Is that a Sissy, nigga. All right. I left my other phone in the house, but there's some goddamn shit going on out there. What up, bro? I didn't know who the hell you were, gang. Yeah, I'm chilling, gang. How you feeling? That's what's up. Man, me scoop for a second. That was a crazy dude that lived up the street from me. He cool though. Ready now. Walk the fuck off, no cap. Ready to go take my ass in the house, but really good people. He's just like me though. Like in a sense. Just imagine never finding out what the fuck this spirit is. That was a confirmation for me too, for Z Palancha. Z Palancha. I'm gonna roll up me a blunt tonight. For Z Palancha. That was confirmation. That was the confirmation I needed for sure. I already got my red and white. Just confirmation though. Is the club open? I ain't gonna count though. Like, that ain't my vibe. Like, it's like, me taking this shit these days, and that shit just ain't my vibe. Maybe a bar, but like, just a little hood club, it just ain't my vibe. Not for real, for real. I don't know. If I get the little kind of like, say, I might fuck with this shit. My dog, though. Ain't be no hootie nigga. I've already been down and put my shit on. Another thing we paid attention to, me and a couple of my bros, a couple of different bros at different times, even my first wife had told me about this shit. Like, we be noticing when we pull up. I've been noticing way more in these days, honestly. It was crazy, which is crazy, but like when I pull up, motherfuckers come out. Like it's even sometimes a meeting of energies. Like Z Luncher just did. And it brings on a lot of confirmation. It's kind of good that I'm able to pick up on spirits, cause gang, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing sometimes. Like, like some people, they had like a protocol, like, or a book to go by, or like they was trained to do this shit. Me, gang, I be solely going off spirit and not wanting to overstep my boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And also not wanting to just overstep my boundaries, like I said. Now I can do my shit, okay? My legs heavy, so I keep running into shit. That shit is so embarrassing. But it's like, y'all can't even see me, so it's cool. Turn this light on real quick, because I do got some shit to do. On account of my spiritual work tonight. And, I don't know, it's exciting. But it's also like, it's just the first step. I know it's way more work I gotta do. Which is wild. Still feel like I should not put their readings together, which is obviously it gotta be a good sign that I keep getting that sign. Gemini, I swear you would never want to make a person like me feel like I'm bothering you or forcing something on you because I'm naturally a loner. Even towards my own family, I'm clingy when I love someone, but the distance I can give is unreal and cold. You know what's crazy about young boy shit? I was supposed to go by Madame Massa. It was just gonna be a conquering oppression type name, like Madame Massa. Cause I was a master. I had, conquer self-mastery and shit, you feel me? So, make sure I get my ass in the bed. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Hello everyone, hello YouTube. This is Felipe, got this out, and today I'm here to talk to you about very important characteristic of the Marauders. Actually, a spiritual characteristic. I'm here to talk to you about Zen living. Okay, so if you watched my previous series, which was about the Orishas, you probably also watched the video where I talk about Candomblé and Umbanda, the two main Afro-Brazilian religions that are present in Brazil. And especially Umbanda is also very present in the Carnival scene and is a religion that has the intervention of spiritual entities. So spirits of deceased people actually existed, but was still among us for the channel was evolved and reached the light. And there are many different lines of spirits. One of the lines that I only address in this channel are the issues. And there is another video about that, so I'm going to leave the link up here or in the description box. Make sure you check it out. And of course, there are different lines. There are the evolvers. Those are spirits of deceased indigenous people. There are the Venezuelans. Those are spirits of deceased ex-slaves. So there are many different lines of spirits that are here among us, living to help us evolve. And one line is the line of the millennials. Some people believe that Zendikar is a part of the line of the show, but some people believe that Zendikar is part of the lines of the millennials. And of course, right here, I would like to just clarify that I am not a religious expert, I'm not a scholar for this kind of religion. So I'm really just trying to convey the information that I gathered in research and that I've seen across my years of experience in the summer world. So one of the most well-known spirits that we have that are very present in the summer world is the spirit of Silze. Silze, this is one of his names, and many, many, many different names. Also, Zeb Bilindo is the spirit of a Malandro, and he is probably the most well-known image when it comes to a Malandro because he wears a white Panama hat with a red stripe, and then he's completely white just with one red tie. And this image is so widely available and reproduced also within the performance groups all over Brazil. This is the image of a malandro. From the perspective, the religious perspective, these spirits of the Pilintra and the malandros, they are very flexible vibrational wise. They vibrate at different lines, so they can vibrate and enter in the lines of a shoe, but also vibrates and answers in the lines of caboclos. Don't ask me too many questions about that because that's not my expertise. I don't know much about that, so I just think it's extremely interesting. This is why perhaps some people have some difficulty deciding whether they are shoes or their own lines of malandros. But Zé Pilintra was actually someone who lived. He was from Pernambuco, so the northeast of Brazil, and he went to Rio. And he was a black man, a very strong man, and an amazing fighter who was very at ease with the use of knives, and that was his weapon of war. And the research that I did showed me that people are uncertain about when exactly this person, Zé Pilintra, who Zé Pilintra is part of the line of
Zeppelintra.
Exu, but some people believe that Zé Pilintra is part of the lines of the Malandros. And of course, right here, I would like to just clarify that I am not a religious expert. I'm not a scholar for this kind of religion. So I'm really just trying to convey the information that I gathered within my research and that I've seen across my years of experience in the civil world. So one of the most well-known spirits that we have that are very present in the Samba world is the spirit of Seu Zé. Seu Zé, this is one of his names, had many, many, many different names. Also, Zé Pilintra is the spirit of a malandro. And he is probably the most well-known image when it comes to a malandro because he wears a white Panama hat with a red stripe, and then he's completely white just with one red tie. And this image is so widely available and reproduced also within the performance groups all over Brazil. This is the image of a malandro. From the perspective, the religious perspective, these spirits of the Pilintra and the malandros, they are very flexible, vibrational wise. They vibrate at different lines, so they can vibrate and answer in the lines of a shoe, but also vibrate and answer in the lines of caboclos. Don't ask me too many questions about that because that's not my expertise. I don't know much about that, so I just think it's extremely interesting. This is why perhaps some people have some difficulty deciding whether they are shoes or their own lines of malandros. But Zé Pilintra was actually someone who lived. He was from Pernambuco, so the northeast, and he went to Rio. And he was a black man, a very strong man, and an amazing fighter who was very at ease with the use of knives, and that was his weapon of war. And the research that I did showed me that people are uncertain about when exactly this person, Zé Pilintra, who also have different names, lived, but it was probably at the very end of the slavery. Apparently, he was not a slave himself. But Felipe, how do people get this information? Well, these spirits incorporate. So these people actually get into other people's bodies. People, mediunic people, psychics, they incorporate these spirits and then they ask these spirits to tell their story, and these stories are then written. So of course there are few variations. Apparently, Pilintra was amazing at gambling, and he even opened a gambling house when he lived in Rio and was very, very successful. Many people went to his gambling house. And there are different ideas and different versions about how he actually deceased. I don't want to go very much into that. But all I know, and all that we should think of, is that he was very bohemian, so he was great at partying. He had a wonderful hand at cards, drinking, and even, dice games. These are the symbology behind this spiritual entity, and it's also a symbology that is widely spread for malandros, for representation of the malandros. The figure of Zé Pilintra or Seu Zé is very widespread. people do references and ask permission to steal that sometimes. And of course, if you watch the video in which I talk about the wardrobe of a malandro, make sure you check the description box of this video. I'll try to leave a link over here. He has all those elements too, so I really decided to tell you about this guy because he's very, very important and he is really well, he's a spirit, so I can't say that he's the embodiment of the figure of a malandro, but he is definitely one of the origins. He's the typical figure that originated the image that is a cult image when it comes to the malandro culture. But yeah, this was a short informative video about Zeppelin. I just wanted to let you know that he exists and he is responsible for the image that we know today to be a malandro. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that I got